Right now, live at 5, the data is in, and we're breaking down if the most recent census is impacting your state's congressional district. And today marks 3 years since a fire and explosion in Superior forced many residents to evacuate. What the mayor is doing to make sure that doesn't happen again. Plus,
we're in Virginia with an inside look at the new Miners Event and Convention Center.
And later today, labor leaders honor those who have lost their lives while on the job.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Duluth City Hall, one of the largest cities in the 8th Congressional District, as after months of speculation, census data showed today that Minnesota will, in fact, keep all 8 districts. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. News that Minnesota is keeping all of its congressional districts comes as the U.S. Census Bureau released its first set of results from the 2020 census at a press conference earlier today. The data unveiled shows that total U.S. population, state populations, and shifts in congressional seats among states. The U.S. population has grown 7.4%, but that growth rate is the second slowest in U.S. history. Based on data from the census, 6 states are gaining seats in the House of Representatives. Texas will gain 2 seats, while Colorado, Florida, Montana, North Carolina, and Oregon will gain 1 seat. 7 states will lose a House seat. That includes California, Illinois, Michigan, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Minnesota will be keeping all 8 congressional districts, something many thought unlikely. However, having the highest census response turnout may be to thank. We'll break down more about how close the numbers were tonight at 6. President Biden marks 100 days in office this week and will deliver his first address to a joint session of Congress. While he's receiving high marks in a recent poll, his administration is still facing challenges with vaccine hesitancy and immigration. CBS's Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
Days away from his 100th day on the job, President Biden is gearing up for his first address to a joint session of Congress Wednesday with a smaller in-person audience.
From his vantage point, it still is an opportunity to speak directly to the American people about the progress that's been made, the work that's still ahead.
A new CBS News poll shows most Americans approve of the way President Biden is handling the country's top priorities, with especially high marks on the coronavirus response and vaccine distribution. The president is also receiving high grades on his $2 trillion infrastructure proposal dubbed the American Jobs Plan. But the survey showed a partisan divide.
I give the president A+ on rhetoric, but I give him an F on results.
Republicans are expected to push back against a soon-to-be-unveiled second spending proposal from the president, which focuses on families, child care, and education.
One element of this reform will be to change how we tax capital gains. As you all know, that's income from selling stocks and other assets for taxpayers that make more than $1 million per year.
Republicans have also hit President Biden on his handling of immigration, an issue on which he polls under 50%.
We've got to secure that border. And the Biden administration can no longer ignore the problem.
Today, Vice President Harris is meeting virtually with the president of Guatemala to discuss the root causes of the rising number of migrants, many of them unaccompanied minors, at the southern border.
Today, the president signed an executive order to create a task force on worker organizing and empowerment. The White House says the task force will be led by the vice president, and it will focus on using existing federal authorities to help workers join labor unions and bargain collectively. The president's high marks in handling the pandemic comes as vaccine hesitancy becomes the next big hurdle. A new CBS News poll shows more than 1 in 5 Americans, or 22%, say they will not get the vaccine. Another 18% are still unsure. About half of Republicans surveyed say they are either unsure or will not get the shot. Overall, the majority of Americans say they will get vaccinated or they already have at least 1 dose. The Biden administration also announced it plans to ship up to 60 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, not yet authorized for emergency use in the U.S., to other countries. The CDC is also expected to announce new guidance tomorrow about wearing masks outdoors. 3 people were arrested last night as protesters in Kenosha demanded the officer who shot Jacob Blake in the back be fired. Officer Rustin Chesky, who is white, shot Blake, who is black, 7 times in August of 2020. About 40 people rallied in Kenosha last night. Several of them locked arms and blocked the main entrance to the public safety building. 3 men taking part were arrested for disorderly conduct. Meanwhile, the family of a North Carolina man killed by sheriff's deputies serving a warrant last week got to see body cam video of that shooting today. There have been growing calls to release the video of Andrew Brown Jr.'s final moments to the public, which in North Carolina requires the decision of a judge. The family got to view just 20 seconds of that footage. 7 deputies are on paid administrative leave while the case remains under investigation. The mayor of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where that shooting took place, has declared a state of emergency for this evening. And today, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced a Department of Justice probe into Louisville Metro Police Department in relation to the shooting death of Breonna Taylor in March of 2020.
The investigation will assess whether LMPD engages in a pattern or practice of using unreasonable force, including with respect to people involved in peaceful, expressive activities.
This is the second pattern and practices probe the DOJ has opened. Last week, Attorney General Garland announced the investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department following the death of George Floyd. The Iron Range is one step closer to bringing more events, hockey tournaments, and people to the area. This comes as construction on a new 21st Century Convention Center in Virginia nears completion. CBS 3's Emma Quinn got an inside look at what the new building will look like.
Construction for the new Miners Event and Convention Center here in Virginia began almost a year ago, and officials say the project is slightly ahead of schedule.
We'll head inside and we'll start touring around the inside.
The 144,000 square foot building will have 3 spaces, a hockey arena, event space, and fitness center. Project officials say the pandemic was originally a concern when it came to getting the supplies they needed, but say it ended up not being a major concern due to prior planning.
So that supplies could be ordered much sooner than they normally are in a construction project, thereby ensuring that we always had the needed supplies arriving in a timely manner so that construction was never delayed.
The total cost of the project is $38 million. The convention center is expected to open the week of September 20th with multiple grand opening celebrations. They say they've already started taking reservations.
Well, tonight at 6, we'll see even more of that event space and hear from Virginia's mayor on how involved the community has been in making this idea come to life. Today marks 3 years since the Husky Energy refinery fire and explosion in Superior. The April 2018 incident injured dozens of people and caused an evacuation of much of the city. Federal investigators say the cause was due to a faulty safety valve that launched debris, punctured an asphalt storage tank, and led to additional fires. But 3 years later, the final report by the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board has not been released yet. Coming up tonight at 6, we hear from Mayor Jim Payne about that delay and his thoughts about the company, including what some see as a worrisome chemical they will continue to use in their ongoing rebuild. Dave's here for a first check of the weather. Dave, I hear you woke up to more snow than I did for once.
Yeah, we had at least an inch on the ground up over the hill here in the Twin Ports, but up towards the Mesabi Range. How'd you do this morning?
Just a little bit on the steps of the deck, and that's about it.
Well, the folks in the Arrowhead of Minnesota are getting the best amounts of snow, if you're a snow fan. If you don't like it this time of the year, oh, it's a nasty thing. But we are still looking at a winter weather advisory for Lake and Cook counties in Minnesota till 7 o'clock tonight. And for the north and most of the south shore of Lake Superior, a small craft advisory in effect until tomorrow morning. So not a great night to get out and do any boating. Well, let's take a look at the current Doppler map here and eye up this low pressure system. Its first sector is working through the area right now and may fade away after 7 o'clock, at least for a couple of hours. But there, we're just in the middle of the low pressure system. Tonight, low temp in the mid-30s, 30% chance for more of these rain-snow mixes. Then after a break tomorrow morning, 40% chance for the backside of the low to bring more rain. It's really going a long way in putting the fire danger to bed, and I'll talk about how long it'll stick around in bed coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a warning from the Minnesota DNR, what you need to know before planting flowers this spring. We'll take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Bender Shoes anniversary sale is going on now. Shop at your local Benders and save on everything in the store. The newest styles for spring and summer are here. So what are you waiting for? Shop the store-wide sale at Bender Shoes.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu will take you right into summer. With out-of-this-world brownie batter, iconic drumstick with peanuts, plus favorites like cotton candy, raspberry fudge bliss, and an all-new lineup for all the summer you crave. The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Summer's best moments are just one bite away. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra-comfortable mask enhancer that creates a protective, cool, and breathable space between your mask and your face. Simply slide under any mask or gaiter and immediately feel the refreshing pocket of air surrounding your face. Cool Turtle's ergonomically designed, soft, comfortable shell immediately reduces mask friction, allowing you to breathe and talk in a comfortable environment.
I can actually breathe. With the Cool Turtle, no more sweating.
It's like I don't even have a mask on.
Call now and get not one, not two, but 3 Cool Turtles for just $10. Order now and we'll send you 2 more Cool Turtles free. No fees, absolutely free. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of 4-ply face masks. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the real Cool Turtle now.
Call 1-800-379-1590. That's 1-800-379-1590 or visit getcoolturtle.com. Order now.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this rainy Monday. Destination Duluth shared a beautiful video of the lake walk on their Facebook page yesterday as construction nears its goal of being wrapped up before Grandma's Marathon in June. Summer walks on the lake walk aren't too far away, and Dave will be in with this week's forecast, including when the warmer weather will come back in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. The Duluth Public Library has another new service for those looking to discover more books, and the Ely Folk School has a lot of events coming up in the next 2 weeks. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start tonight across Minnesota as spring is in full swing, and soon gardening season will be too. The Minnesota DNR is warning gardeners to double-check their seed bags, especially those labeled for native plants. Every plant is native to some place, says Lori Seal, coordinator of the Duluth Cooperative Invasive Species Management Area, but that place might not be here. Gardeners interested in growing true native wildflowers are advised to purchase native seed, mixes, or plants from local native plant sellers. There are several local vendors and farmers markets coming up in Duluth in the next few weeks. And next we'll stay in Duluth, where the library has even more fun up their sleeves. First is their new BAM program, a service where all the reader has to do is fill out the form of what interests them, and in about 4 business days, bam, they have a new package curated materials specific to them. The Duluth Public Library also has a few events coming up, including a trailblazing female writers series and a teen poetry contest. You can find more information on the library's website. And finally, tonight we'll wrap up at the Ely Folk School, where they are offering a wide variety of classes in the coming weeks. There are online and in-person classes available. Some upcoming offers include an introduction to Lightroom class, a birding class, a jewelry making class, and an array of needle felt animal classes. The Ely Folk School offers dozens of classes throughout the year and encourages the teaching of traditional crafts that encourage learning through life and not for exams. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, today was an annual event to honor those who have lost their life while on the job. More on that in just a few minutes.
Cloud cover and precip sure drug down our temperatures today. High temp at the airport in Duluth, 34 so far. The normal is 55. We will get back to normal later this week, and I'll give you that timeline in a little more detail, plus some hints on how long this rain will last, coming up after the break.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale is going on now. Get a free bottle of Healthy Start Spray and lose 30 to 50 pounds in just 2 months with purchase of 1-month program. That's right, 2-month program for 1-month price. Call us today. Limited supply.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right. And done right now. We pride ourselves on being the best for the best price. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Do you want to do more to help your community? The All of Us Research Program is a great way to contribute to health discoveries for today and the future. Call, visit us online, or download the All of Us app to learn how you can make a difference.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale is going on now. Get a free bottle of Healthy Start Spray and lose 30 to 50 pounds in just 2 months with purchase of 1-month program. That's right, 2-month program for 1-month price. Call us today. Limited supply.
Get your Bennington pontoon at RJ Sport & Cycle.
It's a story more than a century in the making about the mining town of Hibbing and a man who really molded it into what it is today.
That's happening tomorrow at 10 on CBS3. CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
That was a little bit of a surprise for some folks to wake up to some snow here this morning. We did it on Saturday. That was expected, but last night chilled down enough to create some snow over a good portion of the region, and then some good soaking rain came across in the afternoon. Now we're starting to see a break in that. It's starting to slow down, and likely will stay slowed down through tomorrow morning, then perk up again tomorrow afternoon. This live picture of downtown Duluth shows the gray sky above and the wet streets below as we hopefully put to bed that wildland fire danger that bubbled up again last week. So we keep trying to put it out with rain. Maybe it'll stick this time. What's sticking to the airport? Current conditions, 34 degrees there, cooler than normal. Relative humidity, 96%, so we may have to deal with fog during the overnight. Snow and fog, snog, I guess. Wind, it's easterly, 11 miles per hour, and the air pressure is low at 29.81. Current temps, much cooler than normal for everybody. 34 waters meet a hair warmer Ironwood. Wisconsin numbers go from 36 in La Pointe to 39 down towards Hayward. And getting into Minnesota, we're seeing a lot of 30s there as well from Moose Lake to Two Harbors over towards Evelyn and Virginia. International Falls, the hot spot. Yeah, the icebox once in a while goes on defrost, and they get to be the warmest of the region. Current temp 40. Normal's 55. In a couple of days, we'll finally get back to that, but not tonight and not tomorrow. It will be cool enough tonight where at least until 7 o'clock tonight, we have to worry about These rain-snow mixes you see colored here in the pinks working up the North Shore here and making the road slick. That's why there's a winter weather advisory for those folks indeed until 7 p.m. And a lot of folks in Wisconsin and the UP have been getting that mix as well. But we are starting to slack off on the precip here in the Twin Ports. It's still going on in northern Wisconsin and coming towards the UP. But Minnesotans, like I mentioned, may get a bit of a break here through tomorrow morning. But then today we've got the front half of the low bringing us showers. Tomorrow we have the back half bringing us more showers in the afternoon. So that's the Tuesday situation. The Wednesday situation shows a race. We've got a high pressure trying to settle in from Canada to dry us up, but another low behind the first one's trying to bring us showers. I think the splitting of the proverbial difference on Wednesday will give us a partly sunny sky from the high and a 30% chance for showers from the low. Later on this week, though, the high will dry up and warm up. Oh, about time. Tonight, Minnesota low temperatures on the cool side, going from the lower 30s inland to mid-30s by the lake. 40% chance for more of this mix for at least a couple more hours. And in Wisconsin, it's only a 30% chance when we figure it out through the rest of the night. Though right now, at the moment, folks there have a better chance than Minnesota. Sometimes these stats throw a person off. Low temps in the mid-30s. For tomorrow, daytime highs, well, they start to warm up a little, going 46 to 53 in Wisconsin and Michigan. Still bubbling under normal by a couple degrees. 40% afternoon rain chance. 40% chance for afternoon rain in Minnesota as well, with 40s by the lake and getting into the lower 50s inland, but still not quite up to par. So when do we get there? Well, maybe not Wednesday, but come Thursday, mid-50s again. Thursday, Friday, sunshine, 55. Saturday, partly sunny and 60. Get out the swimsuits because that'll be the day to do it, Kristen.
Yeah.
We already get another rain shower chance as early as Sunday.
All right. Well, I'm not going to complain about those 60s. Even if it's partly cloudy, I don't mind.
Yeah. As long
we
as
need
the
it.
thermometer reading is up, we need it.
That's true. Thanks, Dave. Employees who lost their lives on the job were honored today in Duluth. Labor leaders hosted their annual Workers' Day Memorial Breakfast and tree planting ceremony. Workers from all walks of life and career fields gathered to honor those who did their jobs but unfortunately didn't come home. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson recognized those who died and stressed the importance of safe labor. Labor leaders say it's important to show support toward the community.
It's always hard to lose somebody, but when somebody goes to work, you expect them to come home.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, along with Senators Tina Smith and Amy Klobuchar, also shared statements today supporting those who have died on the job. By the way, a food distribution organized by Duluth labor groups has been canceled. It was supposed to happen at noon tomorrow at the deck. The Duluth Central labor body blamed it on a miscommunication. At this time, they have not found a date to reschedule. We're expecting a big announcement from the Duluth airport tomorrow. That's when we'll learn more about a new air service coming to DLH. Airport leaders didn't share any more details. That announcement is set for 11 o'clock tomorrow. We'll carry that live on our website and on the CBS3 Facebook page. Still to come, a lot of historic firsts were made at the Oscars last night. We have the details after the break.
At Economy Garages, we build made to order. All the way from here to the Canadian border. We'll take all your rough ideas, turn them into your dreams. Economy of labor and time is what we're all about. Built right and priced right. No need to worry, we'll come to the site. Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in the company of others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Duluth. Located on the beautiful campus of the St. Scholastica Monastery, Benedictine Living Community Duluth offers a full range of living options and care services to live a full and healthy life. We are proud of our mission to serve our older adults and their families. We are Benedictine. Visit us today. Benedictine Living Community Duluth. Living fully, living well.
Dear veteran, coming home from combat isn't a walk in the park, nor just a patch on your arm or a medal on your chest. It is a lifelong struggle to transition back to civilian life. You've been strong for others, now let us be strong for you. If you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. providing education, training, and skills necessary to manage your life after wartime service. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
It's a great time to join the Jeff Foster family. We're proud to announce our new pace-setting driver compensation plan for OTR and regional drivers. We offer a flexible, family-friendly work environment where you are a name, not a truck number. To learn more, please call Layla at 800-669-5043 today.
What inspires the owners of the Breeze Inn? It's their passion for good food, good drinks, and good people. The good times start at the Breeze Inn. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 12 to 9. The Breeze Inn, Jean Duluth Road, Duluth.
Coming up tonight, we get a sneak peek at the new Miners Event Convention Center.
A lot of towns woke up to a coating of snow this morning. I'll talk about if it's coming again tomorrow.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
Handcrafted for every lifestyle. Making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at duluthpack.com.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
The 93rd annual Oscars yesterday were certainly unlike any other due to the pandemic, and a lot of historic firsts were made. After being delayed 2 months, the show finally went on last night. Nomadland was the big winner, taking home several top awards, including Frances McDormand's win for Best Actress and the Best Picture honor. Its director became the first woman of color and only the second woman ever to win Best Director. At 83, Anthony Hopkins is now the oldest acting winner ever after taking home the Best Actor title in a shocking upset over expected favorite Chadwick Boseman. Ju Jung-yoon also made history as the first Korean to win Best Supporting Actress for her role in Minari. And another record set at the Oscars last night was by a Minnesota native. Pete Docter of Bloomington, Minnesota has now won 3 times in the Best Animated Feature category. Pixar has won 11 of the 20 possible trophies since the category was introduced. Docter won this year for his work directing Pixar's Soul. He had previously won for the movies Up and Inside Out, also from Pixar.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the Justice Department expands its investigation into unfair policing practices, this time in the police department that was involved in Breonna Taylor's death. Plus, car seat safety. Congress takes action after our 6-year investigation of rear collisions when seatbacks fail. And this story, Stitches in Time, the volunteers who are using their love of sewing to save lives during the pandemic. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next?
How do you get in front of companies or get a patent?
Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors just like you for 35 years.
And thousands of people contact them every month.
With 65 offices, you can meet with an InventHelp representative near you who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. And they offer 3D animations and prototyping services to help demonstrate your idea. InventHelp's exclusive databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to confidentially review new ideas, like yours.
Don't wonder what to do next. Take action right now and get the help you need from InventHelp.
InventHelp. Call today for free information.
800-461-0354. That's 800-461-0354 now.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick Park said so. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
I got a 6th sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
so you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get $2,700 purchase cash on Encore GX models. Plus, current eligible Buick owners get an additional $750 allowance. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this kind of dreary Monday. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned that Minnesota will keep all 8 congressional districts. That comes after the Census Bureau announced 7 states will lose House seats and 6 states will gain. Minnesota had the highest census response rate, and tonight at 6, we'll hear more on how that may have been a huge factor in keeping all 8 districts. Also coming up tonight at 6, we look back at the Husky refinery disaster 3 years later and see where the plant and the city are now. We'll also hear from Superior Mayor Jim Payne. That's coming up tonight on the CBS 3 News at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.